I kind of had a question for Vegan Gains, if it's okay if I can ask. I know I'm just like just someone in the chat, but I just had still had a question.
Yeah, sure. Shoot.
Okay, yeah. So my question is like, regardless of your opinions on Prophet Muhammad, so I myself am Muslim, right? But regardless of your opinion on Prophet Muhammad, like, why would you want to say? Because like there are a lot of Muslims who are, I assume, not pro Hamas, right? And then there are also a lot of Muslims who are like me in tech and they've worked with like Israelis. So yeah, like why would you say something like that in a t-shirt, which would just rather make the situation worse? Like, are you trying to bait a reaction or
So, would you consider a man who is of the age of 54 having sex with a 9-year-old girl, would you consider that person to be a pedophile?
has she reached puberty? I don't know.
Oh, okay. So, if a 9-year-old girl is menstruating, you're telling me that
Yeah.
wouldn't be pedophilia?
Yeah, in today's culture it would be, yeah. I mean, by the way we use the definition, sure.
So, the Prophet Muhammad, by
But the
definition, would be a pedophile?
so yeah, okay, here's the way I want to say it. So let's assume that let's say he was, all right? Even then, if I say stuff like what is it called? There's a statistics like 1350, right? Like if I go around wearing a shirt called 1350, I assume you know what 1350 is, correct?
No.
So 13. So this is a racist saying that says 13% of the population commits 50% of the crime. Regarding to African Americans, I'm American, by the way. So like that's basically the thing. Like African
Is it
Americans make up
true?
13% of the population. I don't know actually. I should look it up. But let's say it was true, just like let's say Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was a pedophile, right?
Peace be upon a
Regardless of whether it
pedophile,
is
yes.
okay, yeah. Regardless of let's assume both of these are correct, right? Even saying it, don't you think it's gonna like alienate a large population of people who may have supported your position, but then they're not supporting it because you're saying something that
Yeah,
is
I'm
true,
not in support of
but it's not.
pedophilia. I don't care how people perceive it. I'm against pedophilia. So if you believe in
No,
a
no, no. You're
religion that
against
promotes
pedophilia, just like I'm
pedophilia,
against.
well, no, you're not.
Yeah, no, no. Like I'm
Well, no,
saying.
you're not. You just said Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, peace be upon a pedophile. You think a pedophile should receive peace? You think a guy
No, no,
who
no, no. Hold on, hold
genocided
on, hold on.
Jews, murdered like thousands of fucking Jews, Christians,
Yeah,
enslaved
well, what are
children, kept sex slaves, and raped children? You say peace be upon that man?
sure? Yeah.
You don't see a problem with putting a pedophile,
I
rapist,
think.
warlord,
Well,
genocidal maniac in high
real
regard.
quick. Real quick, one more thing. So I'm not a scholar in Islam, right? So a lot of what I'm saying might come from a place of ignorance, right? So I assume you would grant
You
me
don't
that.
need to be a scholar. You literally admitted that the Prophet Muhammad had sex with a
No, I
child.
said like for the sake of argument, let's say that 1350 is correct. Well, I'm not even saying 1350 is correct. I'm saying like it could very well be wrong, right? I'm just saying like for the sake of argument, let's say they were correct. In that situation, why would you still say it? Because don't you think it's inflammatory? Like for example, if I go around wearing a 1350 shirt, even if I say it is correct, let's grant that these two premises are
So
correct, right?
so first, wait. First of all, these two situations are completely incomparable because the 1350 T-shirt is making some sort of claim about a race of people, whereas if I were to make a claim about a single individual by saying Prophet
Hmm.
Muhammad was a pedophile, those are two
Yeah.
completely different, incomparable situations. And on top of that, Prophet Muhammad is responsible for his own actions. He's his own individual. When you're talking about
That's
crime
true. Yeah.
statistics about like a race of people in a certain area, there are
Yeah.
many factors that could be contributing to it, like economics.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
There could be many historical factors surrounding the figure of Muhammad that
well,
could be
he's in
true, that
control
couldn't
of
be
his own
true. A lot of
actions.
the iterations
He's
from
in
the Hadith
control of
are
his
very
own
da'if.
actions.
No, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of the iterations from the Hadith are extremely weak. Like there are Hadith. There are a lot of Muslims also who are not. They're just
You
strictly
realize he's
Quranic.
a real historical figure. Like, not.
He is, but how much knowledge do we have about someone who lived so long ago in a desert where like historical records are just so unfound?
So Jews were a very high percentage of Jews at the time were literate, and they wrote about the atrocities he committed. So there's more
Could you
than
send me
just
those? Actually,
hadiths.
I'm actually interested in reading those.
There's more than just hadiths coming from Quranic literature, and again, you can just read the Quran. Even in the Quran,
I read the Quran. Yeah, I do read the Quran.
so
yeah.
even in the Quran, he tells his minions to commit jihad, which literally means wage war against non-believers. He tells you
What do you mean jihad? Wait, like jihada? Like jihad?
Jihad. Jihad means
Jihad does
wage
not mean
war.
holy, because I think war in Arabic is harb. I'm not an Arab either. I'm just gonna put it out right there. But I do know war is harb. So the word harb isn't even in jihad.
Yeah,
Wait, actually, let me look it
you
up.
can look at the context in which jihad is mentioned. It literally means wage war against your enemies. That's what it means.
Yeah, you should wage war against your enemies. You're not gonna wage war against
Oh,
your enemies.
right. So we should kill Jews because they won't give us
I'm
money.
not saying you should kill Jews. I'm
He
saying you
killed
should wage war against your enemies.
he begged
They're very
Jews for
different.
money.
Like in the U.S., we wage war against our enemies.
So
that
look,
doesn't mean I'm gonna call for
so
genocide.
look, this dickhead considers anybody who is non-Muslim an enemy, and he constructed the religion as a war and violence promoting religion so that he could get more power and money.
Who said Muhammad said that anyone who isn't an enemy, like anyone who isn't a Muslim is an enemy? Could you really? Because there's so many hadith where he said that treat people who are non-Muslims with kindness.
Yeah,
it even says in
that's
the Quran,
why.
"Lakum dinukum waliya din."
So, dude, you realize the Quran conflicts with itself, and he made up this bullshit as he went along. So yeah, there's a lot of conflicting shit, and if you're supposed to treat non-Muslims with kindness, please tell me why he commanded his followers to fucking massacre Christian and Jewish tribes along with the Quraysh, so that they could just steal their money.
No, was it the War of the Trenches you're talking about?
Not specifically. He went to war with the Quraysh. He went to war with a bunch of Jewish tribes, like at Medina, and
you do know the Quraysh murdered. Oh, you knew though they were. So in tribal warfare, when a tribe declares war on another tribe, it's basically like saying it's like kind of like a nation declaring war on another nation. Right?
Buddy,
so like,
he
example,
literally went to war to steal their money. That was literally his justification, and he explicitly stated it is okay to kill other tribes or other nations to steal their money. That's why to this day in Islam, you're supposed to wage war with other countries or tribes or nations and either force them to convert to Islam or demand a jizya where they pay you money. The Prophet Muhammad commanded that.
No, but hold on. That is tangential to him killing like a tribe of Christians. Where are you getting that example from? The place where you say he killed a tribe of Christians?
This is both in the Quran and in hadiths.
That's what I'm asking. Is it from the Battle of the Trenches? Because I know in the Battle of the Trench, there was a Jewish tribe in Medina that conspired against Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not because they're Jews.
Yeah, they conspired against Muhammad because they didn't want to give him fucking money. Prophet Muhammad was broke. He was poor. He asked Jews for money. He made some bullshit claim that if they gave him money, they're going to receive blessings from God. They said you're full of shit. And then when he had a sizable enough militia, he attacked Medina and killed the Jews and stole all their fucking money.
Yeah, okay, Banu Qurayza, yeah, that's the Battle of the Trenches. That's what I'm saying. Okay, wait, ZR. Wait, hold on, let me look it up. That's the one that you're talking about, right? The Battle of the Trenches, the Banu Qurayza, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, that tribe conspired with the Quraysh to attack the... Yes, they were. Yes,
no, they were peaceful. They never attacked. He literally attacked them because he was upset they wouldn't give him money.
If you're not even willing to look up, look, man, I'm giving you the credit
by the way, the only reason the Quraysh had a problem with him is because he attacked the fucking Quraysh. And again, he did that to steal their fucking camels.
No, the Quraysh kicked them out of Mecca. That's why they were in Medina in the first place. What are you talking about?
No, they didn't.
Yes, why are they in Medina then? Why did they go to Medina?
So again, he attacked a Quraysh. He first attacked a Quraysh tribe outside of fucking Mecca. With how many
people? Dude, the Quraysh ruled Mecca. There's no way he's attacking the Quraysh.
He attacked a Quraysh tribe outside of Mecca to steal their camels and money.
Was that when he was in Medina?
I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. You have to understand the context behind the war. You can't just say, "Oh, Israel is bombing Palestinians," and just leave it at that. and then assume people to just take you for
Oh,
your word.
right.
Because there's a lot
So
of
the
context
Prophet
for it.
Muhammad murdered a bunch of fucking people to steal their camels and then enslaved their fucking children and sold them off as sex slave. You have to understand the context.
No, that's why I'm telling you. There's a war going on there, dude. Like,
No, there wasn't.
okay, oh my God, how do I explain it? The Quraysh Muhammad didn't attack the Quraysh at first. How it started is he got revelation from God. So this is the hadith telling of it. Now you can read other sources and that's fine. That's why I'm saying, can you please link the sources on the? Actually, let me check the general chat. If anyone is listening to this conversation, can you please link the sources he's saying in general? Because I'm genuinely curious to read this stuff. But like I'm saying, you're just saying some stuff, but the context is that he was in Quraysh and he was spreading Islam like a religious preacher would, which is why there's a distinction between Meccan surahs and Medinan surahs. I don't really like Ayan Hirsi Ali, but I think she makes a point when she says the Meccan surahs are a lot more, come to God, blah, blah, blah. Whereas the Medinan surahs have a lot to do with, yeah, thank you. He might be referring to this. The Quraysh caravan of the Quraysh holds value. Yeah, exactly. There's a context to a war where you plunder. That's what I'm saying.
Right, and then kill all the fucking.
Like, war.
Wait. Please provide the context, the justifiable context in which he can kill every single man and woman. He murdered children that had pubic hair, and he kept some of the girls as sex slaves. And he kept the children, like any children who did not have pubic hair, as the burden of proof is on you to provide those to me.
The burden of proof is on you to provide that to me. You're just making a claim. For all I can tell,
no.
It's not my job to search the internet.
Wait. It's explicitly stated in the fucking Quran that you can keep concubines.
No, ma malakat aymanukum is not. What are you talking about, dude?
It's literally explicitly stated in the Quran that in war you can keep sex slaves.
Okay, hold on. In a war, you can keep. Okay, oh my God, dude. Okay, can you please link these?
By the way, he literally fucking exterminated a tribe, killed a woman's husband, then forced her to marry him that day.
Okay, can you please link me these sources? Because you're making these claims. I'm not even sure if these are correct. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm asking you, can you please link this? Because I'm actually genuinely curious. Anyone in the chat, like, can you please link these claims? Like, I'm genuinely curious about it. I'm a very open-minded guy, okay? But that's what I'm saying. If you're coming at me with this antagonistic bullshit, it's not going to convince me or convince anyone. So if your goal is to convince people, or is your goal, that's what I said, like, is your goal to rile people up? Is your goal to convince people? Like, what is your goal?
My goal is to point out that your prophet is a fucking scumbag and your religion's horseshit, and you promote pedophilia, genocide, rape, murder with your fucking stupid ass religion. Why the fuck do you think, like, all of these terrorists, like Afghanistan, Taliban, why the fuck do you think, like, women are basically being held as second-class citizens? They can't speak in public.
I disagree with the Taliban.
Why do you think there's why the fuck?
I disagree with their interpretation of the religion. Yeah, absolutely. I disagree with it. I don't think that's a good thing.
If the religion was peaceful, please explain how they could interpret it in a way where they think they can fucking murder innocent people, keep slaves, make Christians, Jews, and other religions pay a jizya or execute them, treat women like fucking shit. Where the fuck do you think that's coming from?
Okay. I want to say one thing though. Can I start my like rebuttal? Because I really don't like being cut off. Because like it's okay if you want to cut me off while I'm
sure, please explain why raping children's okay.
You're putting words in my mouth, dude. Seriously, is this how you
Prophet
really
Muhammad, child rapist, peace be upon him?
Fuck it, dude. Like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll just say my piece, okay? Like, what I'm saying is this, right? Like, if your goal is to like go at people and then say like, hey, your prophet's this and that and this and that and this and that, that's fine. If you want to do that, that's all more power to you. Freedom of speech. I genuinely don't care at that point.
Which
right?
Islam does not promote.
Oh, please don't cut me off. What I'm saying is like if a country like Afghanistan, which I very much disagree with their interpretation of Islam, and I'm not saying that Islam is like some Jainist like worldview where like, oh, there's a lot of ahimsa or there's a lot of like love and peace and like everyone's like glorious and stuff like that. And yes, please, everyone, like please send me this stuff. I genuinely want to read it and like study it on my own. But like if you say like, okay, like there's a lot of peace and like love, that's not Islam, right? And that's not any of the religions that came out of like the Middle Eastern culture, right? The religious viewpoint is that basically like within Islam specifically is that you do show peace when they seek peace, and you show war when they seek war. That's just generally it. That's like the
That's
ruling
not the
for the
Islamic
Islamic
viewpoint. You're commanded to commit jihad. Prophet Muhammad said that
No, no,
was
no,
the
that's
only way to go into heaven.
but jihad against who? It's jihad fi sabilillah.
Yeah,
It's not jihad. It
jihad
doesn't
against
mean like you just go around
non-believers.
killing. No, not against non-believers. It's in context specifically to polytheists who are fighting against you, right? Because
No,
like if
no.
you're
He attacked peaceful tribes that didn't do shit to him.
okay, can you give me a source?
Yeah, sure. Just check out
The
Nabil
peaceful
Easley
tribe.
on YouTube. He has a big video series about all this shit.
What's it? No, dude, I don't want you to like give me like, dude. I can also recommend you like Islamic YouTubers. Like
He
I don't
shows
want to like.
sources from the Quran and
Oh, okay,
Hadiths.
cool. Then yeah, sure. What's his name?
Nabil Easley.
Yeah. How do you spell his last name?
Or sorry,
ISLY?
Nabil Asli. ASLI.
ASLI.
Yeah, I've got a question for you too.
Yeah, I'm just getting like an actor's name. Sure. Please,
I've got
go
a
ahead.
question for you too. If I were to go to any Muslim country or stand out in front of like even a Western country, like let's say I went to the UK and stood outside of a mosque, how long do you think it would take me to get stabbed if I held up a picture of the Prophet Muhammad?
How long will it take? I don't know how long it'll take, dude.
Okay, so how long?
Why do you think?
Do you think it would
Why do you
take?
think? Wait, hold on.
Do you
Why are
think it
even
would take a
asking me this
shorter?
que- the
Do you
fact
think
that
it would
you're
take a
asking me this
shorter
question
amount of
is-
time? Do you think it would take a shorter amount of time for me to get stabbed if I held up a picture of the Prophet Muhammad in front of a mosque versus if I held up a picture of Jesus in front of a church?
I don't know, dude. There are crazy people in.
You don't
churches, crazy
know?
people in mosques.
You don't know? You actually
Yeah.
genuinely believe that
No, I
Christians may
genuinely
be
don't-
just as likely to stab me if I held up a picture of Jesus as Muslims if I held up a picture of the
I
Prophet
didn't.
Muhammad.
Hold on. No, you're not putting words in my mouth. I didn't say just. You didn't even. The question you asked wasn't even just. It was a time-based question, dude. You do know, like.
Okay,
Like, you're saying, how long will it take?
you
How
like
do I know
playing
how long
games.
will it
Okay,
take,
if you
dude?
like
Like-
playing these games, then what
not
do you
playing a
think
game,
is
dude.
more
You just asked
likely?
me a
Then
question.
what do you think
Ask
is
your
more
question
likely?
properly, dude.
Sure, I will
Dude,
if you shut
you
up.
can't ask a
I will
question
if you shut up.
properly, how
So
am I going
tell
to,
me.
like, answer that
Great, then
question?
shut up. I'll re-ask the question. What do you think is
At
more
least I'm giving
likely?
the courtesy of shutting up. You're not
Shut
even
up.
giving me that
What do you
courtesy.
think is more likely? Me getting stabbed in front of a mosque holding up the picture of the Prophet Muhammad, or me getting stabbed in front of a church holding up a picture of Jesus? Which is more likely?
I'd say probably the mosque. Yeah, I'd say probably the mosque.
Oh, weird. It's as if you acknowledge Muslims are more violent than Christians. I wonder why that is. Do you think it has anything to do with the fucking religion?
I'm not saying Muslims in general. Like, okay, you're making the 1350 argument right now. You're saying like a whole group of people are like, dude, you're telling me first off, like, don't make that argument. But now, okay, look, I'm saying that there's some Muslims who are very extremist, right? There are some Muslims who are crazy, more crazy than Christians are. I can grant you that. But I'm not saying in general Muslims are violent. I am a Muslim. Do you see? Do you get? Do you understand?
What do you mean in general? You literally admitted that it's more likely. That would mean in general Muslims
No,
are more
that's
violent than
because-
Christians.
No, that's because there could be elements within the Muslim community, people within the Muslim community who take their religion a lot more seriously. Because trust me, dude, I've been to churches, I have Christian friends, I have Muslim friends. I know when I talk to some of them, most people are just your average normal person, right? But when you talk to some of them, you're like, okay, this guy seems a little out there. That's what I'm saying. You may find one of those people who are a little out there at the mosque, more than some of the people who are a little out there in the church.
Yeah, so in general,
That's all I'm saying. I'm not
Muslims
saying
are
like
more
in
violent than
general.
Christians.
I'm not saying in general. Why are you getting in general from? Where are you getting that from?
Yeah, on the aggregate, Muslims are more violent than Christians. If you're admitting they're more likely to attack me, you're admitting in general they're more violent.
No, there could be. No. Oh my God. Okay. First off, in the U.S., I agree. Like the Christianity here is like very like it's progressive Christianity. At least where I'm at, right? Like it's very like chill. There's not a lot of like people who are like. But then again, like I said, like I don't want to dox myself, but like where I live, there's a lot of like super crazy Christians too who say, "Oh, if you wear shorts, you're gonna go to hell." Blah blah blah. I would not feel comfortable going in front of them and carrying a T-shirt which says Jesus, peace be upon him, is like I don't know, like something, right? Like or like insult or like draw a picture of him or something.
Well, the
And
problem
also,
is
drawing pictures,
if you accuse Jesus of being a pedophile, that would be a false accusation.
Oh no. Whatever it is. Let's say you draw a picture of Jesus, regardless of what you want to say. Like, let's say like you draw a picture of Jesus, right?
How many
Even then, on top of
okay,
that-
so how many people have died because they drew a picture of Jesus? You want to know how many people have died
I don't think
because they drew a
I think
picture of
very
the Prophet
few.
Muhammad? Yeah, do you
think
think
very
there's more
few
people that have
died-
died because they drew a picture of the Prophet
No,
Muhammad?
because in Christianity there was a okay. Hold on. Historically, Christianity had a very interesting history with drawing Jesus, right? In the past, sure, I can say that there are a lot of Christians who have died for drawing Jesus or for like
No,
depicting
they haven't.
Jesus.
No,
right?
they haven't.
Hold on, let me look it up. What it's called? I think it's called.
There are
Anachronis
many
something.
historical paintings of Jesus Christ. Artists started drawing him very, very soon after the religion started becoming popular. There's never, like, the only people that I know of that have a problem with drawing Jesus would be, like, the Amish. But they have a problem with painting anybody.
There are many groups of people who have. Yeah, there are some groups of people who have problems with drawing Jesus.
So how many
That's what I'm
Amish
saying, like-
people have killed somebody because they drew a picture of Jesus?
I don't know.
The answer is 0. How many? So, like, I could probably Google this, but I can guarantee you, there's more people that have died because they drew the picture of Prophet Muhammad.
Because in Islam,
There was a French artist
hold on.
who drew him, a cartoonist.
dude,
he got
like in
fucking
Islam,
stabbed
it's
by a
strictly-
Muslim.
No, I see. Because in Islam, it's forbidden for you to draw it. That's what I'm saying. In most Christian,
Doesn't matter if it's forbidden.
That's-
The way they react to that shit is with violence.
Yeah,
Muslims, on
because-
average,
yeah.
are more violent than Christians. Why do you think that is? It's because violence is promoted in your own fucking religion.
I would disagree with that, but sure, it's more promoted in my religion. I think. Don't you think it rather has to do with the fact that like Christianity has gone through sort of a reformation, and therefore like
No,
it's like not as seriously taken?
no.
Like there are parts of the New and Old Testament that are violent, and people don't seem to like react like that. But whereas like Muslims do.
Well, I
Don't you
don't
think that has a
see
lot to do
anybody stoning any prostitutes, so
And there's actually a depiction of someone trying to stone a prostitute in the Bible. But then
yeah,
Jesus said,
I
like,
don't see
whoever
any
he who is
Christians
guilty-
murdering prostitutes. I do see Muslims murdering people they don't like, though.
Okay, I mean, yeah, some Muslims. Okay, look, I'm telling this to you. Like,
So
some
you would
Muslims are
admit,
kinda
on
like that.
average, Muslims are more violent than Christians.
No, I would not. No. Wait, hold on.
That's a
Do you
contradiction
see what you're? No,
statements.
that's not a contradiction. Because I'm saying that there are
Muslims
there
are more
some
likely to commit
people-
violence. But yeah, the Muslims aren't no more violent than Christians. That makes sense to
Oh
you.
my god, no. I'm saying that there are some Muslims who do commit violence, but then there are other Muslims who are just normal. Amongst Christians,
We're talking
there can be a
about
lot of violent
violence
people, but
on the
maybe we don't get
average.
to see them as much.
We're
Maybe they're in
talking
other
about
parts of the world.
violence on the average. You literally admitted Muslims are going to be more likely to commit violence when they get offended versus Christians. So that's a
No,
contradiction.
I'm not.
You're saying
I did not say that. Wait, hold on. When did I say Muslims are more likely to get violent? When did I say that?
multiple fucking times. You told me I'm more likely to get
I
stabbed
said
if I offend
a Muslim
Muslims.
has a. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Please make your point, and then I'll make my point. You go for it.
Why don't you just fucking blab?
Okay, sure. Like what I'm saying is, oh, dude. Okay, is this place this fucking toxic, dude? Holy shit! Like
You
like,
worship a
at least have
pedophile and you're
normal-
calling us toxic.
I
Go
don't
fuck
worship
yourself.
Muhammad. What are you talking about, dude? I don't worship.
Oh
him.
yes,
Like, why are you
child
getting
predator,
so-
child predator. Peace be upon him. May he have sex with more 9-year-olds in
peace-
heaven.
Yeah, peace be upon him.
Right,
yeah.
we're toxic.
Peace be upon- Does
You're
that
the one
offend you?
who
Peace be
wishes.
upon Muhammad
You're the
sallallahu
one
alaihi
who
wasallam.
wishes
Does that offend
peace
you?
on a
Peace
fucking
be
child
upon,
rapist.
yeah, peace be upon him, guys. Yeah, fuck yeah, peace be upon him, dude. Yeah, do you have? I don't see what. I
Peace
don't
be
see what your
upon the
issue is
child
here, dude. Like,
rapist. Would you
look,
say peace
let me
be
say
upon
this-
Hitler?
Of
No,
process.
fuck no.
Why you gotta hate on the server? The server didn't do shit. You can be mad at vegan gains. People in here have been nice to you.
Wait, I'm not.
I don't
being
know
mad
why
at
they're nice to
vegan-
him. This guy's defending
Can you-
pedophilia. Fuck this guy.
Well, I mean, he wasn't doing that before. But
No,
weren't you-
what-
didn't
this-
you-
see,
didn't
this
you
is what
just
I'm
say
saying, like,
why
I'm
is
not-
this-
I
Wait,
literally
you're cutting me off,
asked him
you're
if
cutting
he
me
thinks
off,
it's.
you're cutting me off. I was just saying, weren't you just saying? Didn't you just say a second ago that the server is toxic or something?
Yeah, oh no. I'm saying
I
like,
just
is
always get
this
triggered
server?
when
Oh,
people
you're
say
talking to
that
me.
in
No.
the
I
middle
said
of
like,
the
is this
yeah.
server generally this talk? Because like every time I'm trying to say something, it's like, please blur it out, shut up. Like, Do you see what I mean? Like if I'm trying to make a point, I may be wrong. Look,
Is that what Richard is doing?
I think that's what Vegan Gains. I don't know what is.
Let's just
Buddy,
grant that.
you know what?
Is he representative?
Yeah, Vegan Gains just said.
Well,
like,
you know
yeah,
what?
people
You know
laughing.
what? I don't know why you think you deserve any amount of fucking respect or kindness when you fucking
No, it's not
like
respect, it's
idolize
just general-
a pedophile. So go
just
fuck
general-
yourself.
it's-
Eat
dude,
shit.
I think, bro, you're just being angry for no
one last
reason.
statement. Just one last thing before I go. I'm not saying anything about whether he should be respected or whatnot, given if he's been saying crazy shit like that.
I have not said. Wait, hold on.
I'm just
Please
saying,
don't say. Yo, don't put words in my
saying,
mouth, dude. I did not
why
say
is it so
anything.
hard. Like when I literally tried to come in for like 10 seconds and it's so hard to speak. I can't get something out.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'm just saying shouldn't be ripping on the server because the server, Vegan Gain's just one person. You could have equally as well ended up talking to someone who's like super agreeable and nice and friendly. So it's just really wild to base an opinion on the whole community on an interaction with one member. Yeah,
that's true.
That's all.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I apologize to the people in the server. I just don't know. Like I just never had conversations at this, like people who are like this freaking like, oh, you said this, but you said like people putting words in my mouth.
Okay.
People saying
it's
keep
okay.
on
We forgive you for that. We might not forgive you for the pedo stuff, but we forgive you.
No, I get.
By the way, he literally, I literally asked him if he thought if a 54-year-old man had sex with a 9-year-old child, if he thought that was pedophilia, and he asked me, well, what is she menstruating? Like this guy is sick.
Yeah, because by the rules, because no. I'm not saying because I'm agreeing with it, dude.
I should let you talk, but I will just say one last thing, I guess. You do understand. Yeah, sorry. You don't understand. What's your name, buddy? I don't see your thing. Yosh.
I don't want to like say what my name is because like you know what I mean. Like
I meant your Discord. I just meant your Discord name. That's fine.
No.
I'm just
please don't put us on YouTube. Please. Yo,
like
guys, don't.
I'm just saying that you understand. If you say stuff like that, like if he asks you a super direct question, like, hey, is it bad for like a 55-year-old man to like rape a kid? And you're like, well, she menstruated like that, you realize you've lost in basically everyone's mind immediately.
Real quick, brother, I didn't say that. I'm just saying like within the rules. First of all, I'm not an Islamic scholar, real quick, right? So like what Islam says about it, I've heard that they say like, okay, like this is like the legal age for consent within the religion, right? That's all I said. Like
so what is the legal age of consent within the religion?
That's why I said I've heard that there are a few conditions for it, which is that number one, you have to have mental maturity, and number one, you have to have physical maturity. And the conditions for that is depending upon which scholar you talk to. So it depends on which scholar. No, because that's the thing.
So you think it's okay to have sex with like a 5-year-old if they have enough physical and mental maturity?
I don't think so. Hold on, real quick. I don't think so. I don't even think it's okay to have sex with someone who's under 18. Like, let me put this very clear.
Then why in the fuck would you have asked me, is the 9-year-old menstruating?
Okay, that's the reason. Okay, I don't know if
you're a fucking liar.
That
you just realized that everybody thinks you're a fucking sick piece of shit, and now you're backtracking. You already told us what you actually think.
Oh my god. Dude, why are you being so antagonistic? Like, that's not what I said. And
well, I don't know. I just don't like people who try to protect pedophiles. You just met me,
dude. I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am. Like, I don't understand why you're, like, going at it like that.
Because I don't like people who support pedophilia.
Dude, I don't support pedophilia.
Is the 9-year-old menstruating? I don't know if it's right or wrong for a 54-year-old to have sex with a 9-year-old.
No, the reason... Right. Hold on. No, dude, like, just hear me. Okay, can I please speak? Like, can I blab? Is that how you want to, like, can I speak? All right. What I'm saying is, the reason I asked about that is because I'm trying to give you an answer from Islam. I myself am an individual, okay? I may not agree with everything in the hadith. I may not agree with everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, what the hadith is saying, there might be a different interpretation. If you go to another country, they might have a very different interpretation. They might say, like, you can't date someone unless they're the age of 18. If that's what they're saying, that's cool. But what I'm saying is that's within the religion itself. I have my own personal opinion because I myself am an individual. Like, I'm not going to go sit here and then say, oh, like,
I'm a Muslim, but I disagree with Islam. Right. And again, when you put it in this context,
I'm not saying I disagree with Islam. Like, and by the way, you can
be. Okay, so do you condemn the Prophet Muhammad for having sex with a 9-year-old?
Do I what?
Do you condemn the Prophet Muhammad for having sex with a 9-year-old?
I would have to. No, I cannot.
Okay, you're a piece of shit. You're a pedophile supporter. Fuck you.
I'm not.
Do you Do you condemn anybody for having sex with a child? So if you
Yes.
found out your next door neighbor had sex with a child, you'd condemn them?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes,
then why
I
in the
would,
fuck
yes.
wouldn't you condemn the Prophet Muhammad for having sex with a child?
Look, like I said, dude, I'm not a scholar. I don't know too much about this. If I condemn him,
If it
I'm
is
not
the
gonna become-
case, let's just assume we had perfect historical records proving the Prophet Muhammad had sex with a 9-year-old. Would you condemn him for it?
if you had perfect historical proof that he has sex with a 9-year-old,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, of course. Like, wait, hold on. Okay, look.
Okay,
First off, I
so
don't agree with him. Yeah, I don't agree with him like doing it with a 9-year-old. And I don't know why people are saying like I'm a liar, dude. Like, chill. I'm just trying to like learn.
you know, it's kind of weird how your answers change over the course of this discussion as you realize more people
how
in
did
the
my answer
server
change?
think you're sick fuck.
For how do you know more people in the server? Like I said, dude, don't assume what everyone in the server's thinking.
Okay,
here.
show of hands.
Yeah,
Who
like, come on,
here
dude, like-
thinks what this guy said when he responded, do you think a 54-year-old having sex with a 9-year-old is wrong? And his response was, well, was she menstruating? How many of you think like
Because I
that was fucked up?
Because
I heard it.
hold on. Real quick. What I'm saying is like you asked me within Islam, like when is it okay? That's why I said.
There you
like,
go.
okay,
There you
like,
go. Everyone
we'll
in the
see.
server saying you said fucked up shit. So everyone here thinks you're a fucking retard.
Dude, like.
So
okay,
again,
sure,
your statements keep changing as the conversation goes on, and you're reading the room, and you're realizing that people think you're fucking sick. So at first,
hold on.
you said, well, if a girl's menstruating, it's okay to have sex with a 9-year-old. Then you changed your position. Then you started fucking saying shit like...
Dude, why are you putting word? Do you get fun out of this? I don't understand this, dude. Like, are you getting turned on by this?
No,
Like, what the
I
hell's
would
going on
rather
here, dude?
people not support pedophilia. This is sick and disgusting to me.
I don't support. Hold on. Oh my god. I said I don't support it. That's what I'm saying. I don't support pedophilia. Period.
Can
This
I
is not
actually
a-
ask a question?
Yeah,
I have a
sure. Go
question.
for it. Yeah.
So, Yosha, I just want to ask, why did you ask if she was menstruating? Like, what turns on
Thank you.
the
That's
answer to that question?
Yes, please. The reason is because I was trying to give an answer from a hadith that I've heard that says that in order for you to be considered mature, in order for you to be considered for marriage, because he did marry her, right? For marriage, number one, you have to have physical maturity, which a lot of people consider to be menstruation. And the second one is that you have to have mental maturity, which is, again, very subjective, which is subjected to a scholarly opinion. I'm not saying it because I like it. I'm saying it because I'm trying to give an answer from within the religion. I myself don't agree with that part of it. Like,
He's lying.
if there's
Yeah,
you
so he's
understand
lying.
what VG, you understand what VG is pressing you on, right? He's wondering
okay, can you
if
explain
you
to me what he's
yourself
pressing me on?
approve of the religion. And if an entailment of the religion is that you need to approve of Muhammad's behavior, then those won't coincide if you're not in favor of him having sex with a 9-year-old,
perfect.
whether or not she's
because
menstruated before.
Because there are a lot of hadith which are weak hadith. That's what I'm saying. The part that he's talking about, which is, I think I don't know what hadith it is. I think a lot of people did post the hadith, and I really want to read the hadith, which is that like he did do it.
So
But
I'm
saying,
pretty.
like,
By the way,
that's a
I'm pretty
weak
sure that's a
hadith.
lie. The hadith that says the Prophet Muhammad consummated his marriage with Aisha when she was 9. That's considered one of the most reputable hadiths.
Actually, wait. Can someone just post me that hadith? I want to see like if it's like what like criteria it is. Like, is it strong? Is it weak? I actually genuinely want to see it. And even then, here's my point, right? Let's say he is correct, right? Let's say that is the case. Then do you guys grant that I have to do my own? It's in Sahih Bukhari where? Like, Sahih Bukhari is a huge book, guys. Like, I understand, like, for example, like, okay, like, let's say he is correct and it is a very strong hadith. You will at least grant me the ability to research it on myself and then come back and then say, like, hey, you know what? I think Vegan Gains is correct.
But the empirics wasn't what you were contesting. It seemed like you were asking whether or not she was menstruating, meaning that, like, even if she was not, there's still some contention to be had, and that contention hinges on whether she was menstruating.
If she was not menstruating, then I think that's not allowed. So that would be bad. So therefore, I would say, okay, that is even within any scholarly definition of Islam. By the way, which I don't agree with, or like a lot of scholarly definitions, I agree.
Hold on, I hate to cut you off, but why are you talking about scholarly definitions of Islam? We're asking you whether you yourself approve of the religion.
Okay, if that's the case, then my bad. Like, hold on. Oh, do I approve of the religion? I do approve of the religion. I do approve of the religion, which is why I'm saying, but there are different interpretations to what you would consider to be.
And if
like-
any interpretation of the religion says that Muhammad did nothing wrong, right?
Yes, I would
If we could
disagree
show
with that
all
interpretation of religion. 100% I would disagree with that interpretation of religion. Absolutely. What?
If that's all the interpretations of Islam, then how can you
if
be a
it's
Muslim?
all, then I have to like really get into like studying and like seeing what's up with the religion.
So you don't
Simple
even
as that.
understand your
That's how-
religion, but you claim you're part of the religion. This is like me saying I'm a
No.
scientist, and then I don't know shit about science.
Look, no. I said it multiple times. I'm not a religious scholar. I do believe in the Quran. I do believe in the praying 5 times a day. I do a lot of that stuff. And that's why I said, like, I personally do believe in that stuff.
So you're telling me you do not have proper knowledge of the religion, but you're identifying with a religion that may or may not support pedophilia and genocide?
I have some knowledge, sure, but I don't think I'll admit I don't know everything about the religion.
Well, I asked you a
Definitely not.
yes or no question.
Yes. You said like if I'm
Does
if
that
I'm
sound
saying I'm
smart
part
to
of a
you?
religion,
Does that
but at the
sound
same
like
time-
does that sound like something a
No,
smart
but-
person would
but-
do?
No. I see. Okay, that point I see what you're saying, but what I'm saying here is this, right?
So you understand why I
Generally,
think you're
we-
stupid.
You can think I'm stupid. That's fine. I don't really care about you thinking I'm stupid or not. I'm just saying, like, at least give
You
me the
acknowledge
chance
what
to
you're doing
talk.
is stupid.
I'm not saying how you feel, dude. Like, I
You
don't care
acknowledged
how
what
you
you're
feel.
doing is stupid.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Okay, so
I
yes
said,
or
like,
no,
I can
do
see
you
your
think it is
point.
yes or no, do you think it is smart to identify with a religion that you have a lack of knowledge with that may or may not support pedophilia and genocide?
Can you? Okay, you know what? I'll grant it to you. Can you repeat that question one more time so I can give a better answer? Maybe because I was in the heat of the moment, I
So,
just said some stuff. I'll be
Yes.
sure I've said it.
So it's a
Like,
yes or no question.
Yes or
Do
no?
you think it
Okay.
is smart to identify with a religion and call yourself Muslim when
Muslim.
you have a lack of knowledge of the religion,
Knowledge.
which may or may not promote child rape and genocide?
Yeah. Okay. A lack of knowledge. That's the key point, right? Okay. I'm sorry, I misunderstood your question initially. My answer to that is no. I don't think it's stupid. I think you can identify with something, but you can do your more research to it. You can identify with a tribe, you can identify with an ideology, you can identify with, and people do that all the time. Like there are people who would identify with different political ideologies, different religious ideologies, and then later on they find out, hey, you know what I've known about this religion is wrong. And
Oh
then
my
they would
goodness,
leave that
Yosha,
idea.
let's
And
just
then-
ask it like this. Do you identify with the religion, yes or no?
Yes, I do. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So
Okay.
you are sure that you identify with the religion despite the fact that you don't know if the religion entails being in support of pedophilia.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay, that's fine with MVG.
What a moron.
Do you think it might be like important to know whether your religion signs off on pedophilia before you like sign off on the religion?
No, because like different people, they get introduced to religion in different ways. I
but
myself
you
grew
just-
up in the religion.
Wait, but that doesn't answer my question. I asked you. I didn't ask you if different people get introduced to the religion in different ways. See, if I asked you that, that would be an answer to my question. What
Okay.
I asked you was, don't you think it's important to know if a religion signs off on pedophilia before you sign off on that religion?
You know what? You're right. I think it is important. Yeah.
Okay.
So then maybe I'll re-forward the question. Do you identify with this religion that you are not sure supports pedophilia?
Dude, okay, look, let me be honest with you guys, all right? Let me be honest with you guys. I personally am, I'm religious, so I don't want to like say no, and I don't want to say, like, I want to say yes, and I should say yes. But that's what I'm saying. Like, let me go
It
study
doesn't
it.
have to be, by the way, it doesn't have to be a yes or no. You could just say you're agnostic on whether or not you would identify with this religion.
No, I know.
I have
You
also
can be
a little
agnostic, but
question.
for the time being, I do want to. Like, you see what I mean? Like, it's, yeah, dude is getting an extra demand. Yeah, I agree with
Yo,
malevolent.
before you're reading the
patients.
chat,
Yeah.
don't worry, fuck reading the chat. Just talk to people on VC. Reading the chat.
Yeah, okay, I'll cancel the chat.
Here-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
here-
I'll be honest with you. I do, yeah. And the reason is because, like, there's so much at stake, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Can I
You
ask
do
this?
I don't know if
Identify
anyone
with
of
the
you has ever
religion be-
followed a religion
wait,
like
wait.
100%.
Say that it turned out, let's just say hypothetically that it turns out being the case that the religion is pro pedophilia, just hypothetically. If that were the case, would you think the religion is false?
I would think it's bad. Like I would say, like, holy shit! Like if God is like this, then that's shit. And is God really
Oh,
like
so
this?
well, so to be clear, to answer the question that I'm asking, that would not actually convince you it's false. You would just kind of conform your beliefs and behavior or whatever to pedophilia or to pedophilic.
No. I would not
The
conform it.
original
I'll say it's a
question,
bad
Isaac,
thing.
was whether or not
No.
he would identify with the religion.
That's
Wait,
not
can you repeat that
exactly
one more
what
time?
I'm asking. Wait, let's do one at a time.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll
I don't know,
answer. I'll answer. Ask yourself. Yeah. And then.
okay, well, yeah.
I'm
If you want
sorry,
to do
I couldn't see the other person.
yeah. Mine is just. I'm just wondering what you would do in the case that you found out the religion is false, because sometimes it can be interesting instead of resisting going there, just thinking, hypothetically, if I, or sorry, not the religion is false, the pedophilia thing, something really
that's
bad
what I
about
said.
the religion
Yeah.
is true. Yeah, so
Yeah.
sometimes it can be useful. Just go hypothetically. Okay, let's just say I did get there. What would that mean for me? So yeah, if it turned out that Islam is
Yeah.
pro pedophilia, would you think Islam is false, or would you just think
I would.
pedophilia is
It would
acceptable?
definitely encourage me a lot to look more into it, and it could very well be. So that's what I'm saying. Like for me, it's like.
But wait, 1 second. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm saying in the case that it's like there's no further looking that you need to do. Say hypothetically, we are granted the fact, we just know that it's the case that it's pro pedophilia.
No.
If you
I'm
know
granting
that-
you the fact that it is pro. I'm granting you the fact that it is pro pedophilia. That's what I'm saying.
And-
Like, okay, then that
and
could mean
you're
a few
saying-
things. Number one, God is.
Well, sorry,
messed
just
up.
let me ask, because it's a lot faster if I can just ask to see where you're
Yeah,
going before
sure.
we get into talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
any
go
options.
for it.
But just to be clear, in that case, do you say the religion is false, or do you question whether it's true? You're agnostic, or does it not phase your belief? You're just like, no,
It does make me question it, because now I have to be like, the middle one, because then I have to be like, hold on a second, like if this is the thing, that could mean either there are a few things. Number one is that is okay. No, hold on. Not according to me, but like according to God, right? And what the hell does that mean for us? And number two is, okay, then that's messed up. Then it could very well be false, and so therefore I have to like see what's up.
Okay, yeah.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it sounds like if Richard.
Okay. By the way, guys. By the way, I just want to say one thing. Please don't post this on YouTube. I'm genuinely like searching. Like I feel
I'm
like
gonna
if this
post
stuff
this on
goes out.
YouTube.
It's being live streamed. Sorry.
Oh, it's being live streamed. Oh shit. Okay. Well.
Yeah, you should just for the record, like Discord, there is no privacy in public Discord channels. Like you can maybe if you ask, someone might take it down if you're lucky. But if you don't want your shit to show up on a public platform, don't talk on a big platform.
Or maybe you
you're
just
right.
shouldn't
Yeah, you know
openly
what? It's
support
okay.
pedophilia, just in general.
No, I don't.
Yes.
That's why.
And a big amplifier for how likely it is to get all over the place is how radical.
Yeah, that's
reviews
true.
are
Yeah, it's
on.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
I get it 100%.
I'll just say this before I kind of pass it back to Richard and
Yeah,
Noah
but
and the others.
did I answer that? Did I answer your question?
Well, I was trying to answer you, so I was just going to say,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this before I pass it back to Richard and Noah and the others. So to answer your question, yeah, I think it does answer what I'm asking, because I'm sort of wondering about, well, the specific question I asked was whether it would make you think the religion is false, and I do know your answer to that, no, which is not necessarily, but it would at least make you start questioning things. But yeah, the underlying thing I'm kind of getting at is just I'm trying to sense if you're kind of an ideologue, like nothing's, because there's people who nothing will change their mind. There is no kind of thing you could give them, or if you are someone who ultimately is like open to Islam being false, and whether if it's the case that you're open, this is the sort of thing that would convince you. And so, yeah, my take now is that it actually seems like it's probably a fruitful route to go down to talk about the pedophilia thing, because it would do some work to undermine your belief in the religion.
All right, thank you. And
Right.
I do want to say one thing though, which is that like okay, look, I'm not trying to be evil here. Like for me, I'm genuinely like a bit this is one of the first times I'm having this kind of discussion where like it's like, okay, like first off, like I know Vegan Gains was like, oh, blurt out your like stuff, and I was kind of like, dude, like at least let me speak, right? But then now you ask me this one question, I'm glad I was able to answer that question. And so yeah, like I really hope you guys don't think I'm like some evil dude. Like
Okay, so I just have two questions for you before I leave. First question is,
sure.
do you realize the punishment for apostasy in Islam, leaving the religion, is death? You're supposed to execute people who leave Islam?
I think I heard it's sedition, right? So it's not like, so
no, it's
from
death.
what I know. No, hold on. I'm saying the punishment is, I'm saying like, but the punishment for like the death punishment is given for sedition, not for just leaving.
No, it's for
so
apostasy.
the word irtidav, huh?
It's for apostasy, leaving the religion. So if you're Muslim and you leave the religion, become atheist, Christian, Jewish, you're supposed to be executed.
Okay, hold on. Let me tell you this. I genuinely don't know that. I know that if you do sedition, if you fight against the religion, then that's death.
Okay, well, you
But, like,
learned
not
something
that,
today.
like-
The punishment for apostasy in Islam is death. So if your parents were
Can you
Muslim
give me
and
a-
you chose
Hold on.
and you chose to leave the religion, if they were actually Muslim, they would have to kill you.
No. Hold on. Real quick. Can someone post that on Discord as to where it's because I like I said, I genuinely want to learn, like, where it says like leaving the religion itself just warrants you to have the death penalty.
It seems like there's a lot that you don't know about the religion, Yosha. And
It could
given that
be,
there's all
like I
these
said, like
facts
maybe
and
like
you're not,
whoever changes
given
it.
that
Oh,
there's-
thank you. Yeah. Hold on. Let me look this up.
given that there's all these
let's
facts you're agnostic on, and that your view of the religion would turn on these facts, you'd think that you'd be agnostic on whether or not you identify with the religion or whether you take it to be true.
Sahih. Hold on, let me see. Sahih. What does this mean? Yeah. No. I'm hearing you. Can you give me just a few seconds? I'm just trying to look something up, like the grade of the hadith, real quick.
It's not in the Hadith, it's in the Quran.
No. Someone posted a hadith, from Sunnah that says the grade is Sahih. Wait, if it's in the Quran, please link it to me. Authentic or sound? Yep. I see that. Oh wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess that would mean that. Yeah. Dang, that actually makes it a lot harder for me to leave it. Yeah. There you go.
So your parents should kill you if you leave the religion, become
No,
atheist.
then I would not leave
because-
it, because then I'll just stay here, because I don't want my parents to kill me, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, you're okay. So you're a clown. If you want to stay inside a religion that promotes pedophilia, and you want to stay in it because you're worried about your family members killing you, then have fun, dude.
Okay.
All right, take care.
I'm